It wasn't a lot going until Terry got his goal and things opened up.
Yeah, it was a strange game. There was not a lot of energy. There wasn't a lot of ice. It was a kind of a tight checking game. Teams would, they were throwing pucks out, and we were, trying to gap up, and it seemed to be like a little bit of a tennis match the first period, and just no rhythm to it.
You matched the Lundestrom line against the Predators' top line for most of the game. What did you kind of make of the way that Lundestrom line performed?
They did a great job. They're not asked to score. They're asked just to keep that line off the ice, and then they went, they changed their lines up every once in a while. They had O'Reilly, Stamkos, Marchessault were on the ice, and Forsberg. So I was just trying to get Lundy up against O'Reilly when he was out there. And it's a hard match for any team, and we have those guys who are all penalty killers, and they did a really good job.
For as much as this game was bogged down, it was a bit of a flash of skill, right, that puts you guys over the top. With Leo and Z, that I think it's 4-game-point streaks for him now. What have you seen from them in this last stretch that's really kind of stood out?
Well, I would say both guys would tell you they didn't really have an A game. There wasn't a lot of energy. Leo looked. There was a lot of guys, frankly, looked tired. You could see it. It was interesting the contrast from the last time we played here. It was against Washington. It was a track meet up and down the ice. It was an exciting game. This was the exact opposite. But we kept telling them in between the first and second period about the nature of the game. It's going to be a slower, grindy game, kind of a playoff game, and winning battles is going to be a critical part of it. I thought Leo and Z got better in the third period, and obviously they got rewarded with a goal there with Killer's goal. They got 2 assists on it.
We talked a little bit this morning about in these tight games, the little plays that would send a game over the edge. Is that sort of what you're talking about in a game like this?
Yeah, there was a number of times we did, could have turned the puck over, and we did it when we were up 2-1. The one that, almost gave me a heart attack was when Troy threw it cross ice on the empty net. They picked it off. But other than that, I think we just kept popping pucks out. You notice the last 8 minutes or so, we kept put the puck deep, kept the third guy high. We weren't looking to generate much. We just wanted to keep everybody in front of us. And that's what you need to do in playoff games. Like I've said before, it's good for these guys to go through that.
The bench kind of seemed upset with Killer's penalty and Brett's. What do you think of the group's response after those maybe questionable calls?
Well, the 5-on-3 obviously that we had to kill was either going to make or break us in the game, and I think it actually was a trigger to get us to play a little bit more on our toes. There was more energy on the bench and in the building after that, so I think the kill actually helped us.
Nashville came off 4 wins straight into this game. Does that make it a little more difficult to play against a team that's going to?
Yeah, ironically, they came in here last time. They had a 5-game win streak. I was looking at that, and they had 2 days. They were sitting around after they played San Jose. They're actually playing good hockey. They're analytically they're one of the better teams in the league offensively. There's hard matchups there, and I was worried about it just because the trip we had out to Utah after the Washington game was a burner. And I was talking to Doss before the game. He says we look a little bit sluggish in the pregame skate, and it was really important to get this win.
A little redemption there. Obviously, it's a penalty. He gets scored on, and he gets the winner. Can you just take us through that play? Do you think that the pass was for him or for Hellison?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you with the background.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it is noisy. On the winning goal, can you just kind of take us through that? Was that an area pass or? Because I saw Hellison and Killorn kind of crisscrossing.
Yeah, I honestly didn't see it.
Yeah, okay.
I just saw it. I couldn't tell if Killer scored it or Drew. I couldn't see it from the bench. I haven't seen the replay either.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.